Welcome back, everyone, all my Knights of the Realms. It's a new Monday, a new week, and I've got a new kind of attitude. Kind of can-do attitude, I guess, is the best way to put it. Oh, and a mining laser. Apparently I pulled that out of nowhere. So, as we get started here, there's a couple things I need to go over, and get my hair out of my fucking eyes and out of my headset so that I can actually focus without my hair scratching my eyeballs. I'm not sure how many of you are watching right now. According to my streaming software, there's no one watching at the moment, or at least not on Twitch. So I'm not sure how many of you will hear this. I'm sure it might get asked a couple times over the stream. But the schedule for the stream is going to be changing again. I know, I'm sorry for all of the changes, but this one couldn't really be helped. Basically, for those of you who watched the stream last Friday, I was in a difficult headspace, to say the least. My wife knows this because I was talking to her afterwards about it, but basically, I'm a little burnt out, I guess is the best way to put it. See, like, I started streaming basically right as my team got thrown into furlough. So I had nothing else to do, and I wanted to try it out anyway, so I started it up, and I was, or I had changed my schedule to 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, at the same time, trying to keep, some kind of a set schedule. And like, furlough ended, and I got back to work, so I had to change when I was streaming, but I tried sticking to the same Monday through Friday schedule. Well, that worked for a while, and I was having fun, and everything was going good, but after a couple of weeks, after work had basically returned back to normal, and my workload had returned back to normal, I was encountering a kind of a, like I said, burnout. Basically, I wasn't in the kind of right mindset for streaming, for being an entertaining streamer or an entertaining personality, because I was just mentally exhausted. Like, I was going from work to streaming, and that's it. That's basically all I've been doing Monday through Friday. And that doesn't really leave a whole lot of time, like, outside of work to do other things or to spend time just to myself. Like, you might think streaming is a kind of time where you do get to be by yourself, but as a streamer, it's your job to entertain people who are watching you, keep up a conversation, make sure there's not, like, a silent moment. So you have to talk constantly. You have to come up with things to talk about. Even when there's nothing you have to talk about, you have to say something, do something to keep the stream interesting, keep it going, keep it fresh. And I was running out of energy. Even with, like, having a little bit of boost from G Fuel, not sponsored yet, I was burnt out. Like, I couldn't keep that up. And for those of you who are watching on Thursday, that was the culmination of that. I was just tired. I was mentally exhausted. Like, I realized I wasn't being a good streamer at that point, and I realized it. So I stopped streaming early so that I could just kind of think about it and think about why I was feeling the way that I was feeling. I talked with my wife about it, and I came to the conclusion of what I'm talking to you guys about, which is I was tired, and I needed some time to myself. Like, I have weekends, yes, but I'm generally busy on weekends. Like, I'm either out doing stuff, hanging out with family, or out doing just something, or even just chores. Like, that doesn't give me the time I need to myself to kind of relax, let go, and just mentally recuperate. Because basically, here's what my schedule has been over the past couple weeks. Hi, Levi. Sorry you have to come into this kind of a conversation. And welcome back. I hope you're feeling better. But basically, my schedule has been as such. I wake up around 7 in the morning, and then I take my dog out, get breakfast, do my morning schedule. At 8 o'clock, I started working, doing my actual full-time job, and that went until 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, I'd stop working, and then I'd grab my wife, and we'd go for a walk with our dog. And then as soon as that was over, I had to get the stream going, had to get the stream started, make sure everything's set up, make sure everything's ready to go, and all that fun stuff. And then stream happens, so that's at 5 o'clock, 5 to 7, I'm streaming for you guys, I'm streaming for the world. After the stream is over at 7 o'clock, then it's either time to make dinner or eat dinner. And once I've done that, it's about 7:30, 8 o'clock, depending on if I'm cooking or just eating. At 8 o'clock, or 7:30, like whenever I'm done eating or cooking, yada yada, I would try to go through the VOD of that stream, find some kind of a funny moment to clip from it, to upload to the different social medias as a kind of advertisement for the stream to try and help it grow. And by the time that's all done and I've uploaded to all the streaming sites, it's about 9 o'clock, which doesn't give me much time to myself, because after 9 o'clock, that's about the time where I have to take my dog for a walk, and then go to bed and, get ready for the next day, and then rinse and repeat Monday through Friday, which, it's just a really busy schedule, and I did not have time to myself. If streaming was my full-time job, I'd probably be able to have time to myself. Like, I wouldn't have to worry about that. But it's not a job. It's a job, but right now, to me, it's a hobby. It's something I do for fun because I want to entertain people and go through journeys with other people. So my job has to take priority, which means the stream is the only time that I can sacrifice in order to give myself time, or just time to myself, time to relax, time to do what I want without having to worry about being entertaining, so I can be silent or just chill or not even play video games if I want. So with all of that, after that headspace, after I went through that and talked to myself and thought about it and talked to the wife and thought about it more, I've come to the conclusion that I need to go back to the schedule that I started with. It's not going to be the same time that I started with. I'm still going to be streaming 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Central Time, but we're going to cut down to Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That'll be the new stream schedule, just so that Tuesdays and Thursdays I can spend to myself. I can do what I want, or spend time just in the background improving the stream. So that's basically what I needed to talk with you guys about. I needed to let you know that I wasn't in a great mental place because I was pushing myself way too hard, and it was affecting me personally, it was affecting my mood, it was affecting my work and my productivity. So I just had to reschedule things, think about everything, and get back to a place where I'm doing good mentally. And I think that's what's going to do it for me, is to cut back on the streaming a little bit, even though I don't want to, because I like streaming and I like entertaining you guys. But I need time to myself to recharge and just do whatever I wanted to do. So, new schedule, still the same time, 5 to 7 p.m. Pacific Central Time, but it's going to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday now. If the stream grows, and if I ever got to the point of doing it full time, which I doubt that'll ever happen, then we can rethink about that, or I'll rethink about that and replan accordingly. But for now, it's got to be on a schedule that allows me to be at my best when I'm streaming, both mentally and physically. So that's just what's unfortunately got to happen. So Again, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, same time, same place, just different days in order to give me some me time, some personal time. So I'm sorry if that upsets anyone, and I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from.